And just like every other time, we are back. My name's Charbel, Milan. Today we got
Agent DOOLEY,
William Rivera,
ALEXIS, MONTOYA.
and this is a time shared Wi-Fi lit episode 7. You know how it goes. Got to start things off with a shot. Shout out Lex.
Facts. We got the Patron today.
Today the Silva.
Started off a little tweaky, but first things first. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm good.
We blessed, man. We blessed. Low key, it's been a good week for me.
2021 has been an interesting year. I'm surprised we haven't made an episode earlier, but first things first, man. I know you guys were lit in Miami. How was the event? How was the vibes like? How was everything down there?
So yeah, I went down there for an event with I don't know if you guys know or anyone watching who Nehemiah Davis is, but he threw an event down there for like course creators, consultants, stuff like that. So I'm real big on investing in myself, and he's at the level that I want to be at. You know, he's doing like 6 figures a month, sometimes 7-figure months. So I learned a lot of stuff there, but more importantly, I gained a whole new network of people. So I've been learning a lot from them, but you know, it was lit. We was getting lit there, taking a pina colada, drinks and shit, shots there. So yeah, the vibes were crazy. I want to go back.
Lex, check in with us. How you been, buddy?
Been good. The Miami trip was fun. Kind of just went to go with Will. Enjoyed it with Dooley. Drank. Met some people. That's really good.
Dooley, talk to us.
Yeah, it was lit, man. I mean, it was a last second thing. You know, I know it was cheap or whatever, but it was just cool. Like for me, it was different. Like we just saw so much rich shit, so many Bentleys, so many Ferraris, bro. It just like sparked a hunger in me. It was like it triggered me just to want to get rich even more than I already was. So I don't know. It was pretty cool how it like just made me feel afterwards, and then to still have that hunger. So it was a pretty cool experience. Talking about my boys. So
Lots of motivation. Hella motivation there.
yeah, we was out there just chugging mimosas, checking the stock market, going crazy, making content, making
And
sales,
then
bro.
while
like,
doing that, seeing Ferraris, seeing Bentleys.
Yeah.
It was like, sheesh.
yes, it was just high frequency, good vibes, a lot of manifestation, a lot of fun. So trips are always, you know, my way to kind of go out.
So before we always do a new episode, you know, I like to go back, watch a couple more of the recent episodes and see where we're at, and, you know, bring up, you know, relevant topics that have come to fruition. And I was listening to the last episode we did, and you were talking about how knowledge isn't power, applied knowledge is power, right? So when you were down in Miami, I know you guys learned a lot of things, and you came back and you've been applying that knowledge, you've been applying that information.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that you learned from, you know, networking with Neo, that whole team, being in Miami, seeing the vibes, seeing that some people are living that every day? Same thing we kind of saw in LA. People are just killing it every day. You know, what would you guys say that does to you, and how have you guys been trying to apply that energy into your crafts?
Well, for sure, I'd say like seeing all those things and just Will going to the event and him telling us about the event, it was kind of like when I get back home, I'm snapping. So everything, that's literally why I like going on vacation, because it's like, okay, cool, I had fun. I learned some things. I saw some new things. And then it's like, I want to be a part of those experiences more, right? I want to be in that that atmosphere. So like when you come back home, you just want to like apply everything that you maybe learned or heard, and then you just want to grind harder, work hard on your craft. And that's basically what happened after the Miami trip. Came back, Will told us some sauce. Me and Dooley talked about some stuff. Me and Pat talked about some stuff, and then met up with my boy Pac. He gave up some advice and then applied it here. And this past week, we were just there last weekend. This past week, we did some cool shit, so yeah.
So what would you say you got from the event? What have you been trying to apply?
So, I mean, yeah, like you said, knowledge isn't power, applied knowledge is. And a lot of times when you learn new things, like, and I love that quote, because you can learn all you want, but a lot of times if you don't apply it to your life, you're going to forget it. Or maybe you know that, but you'll just be someone that knows a lot of shit, but you don't really take action on any of it. So at the event, you know, I learned Neo was talking about how, like, when he first went viral, it was off a bunch of like memes, and he makes everything a big deal, right? So he bought his mom a Range Rover, he put a bow on it, and he made it into a meme, ran it across a bunch of pages. You know, it wasn't no crazy Range Rover. He said it was just like the standard one. But most people, they don't make, you know, things like that a big deal. But at the same time, you know, there's a lot of people that wish they were in the position to get, you know, their mom, stuff like that. Another thing he did was he bought his wife an Airbnb. You know, a lot of people, they can do that and not talk about it. But when you're in the business like me of social media and getting your stuff out there, you want everybody to know what you're doing, right? So like he made a meme that he got his girl an Airbnb, ran it across a bunch of pages, page Shade Room. Just off Shade Room, I think he said he gained like 30K followers, something crazy like that. And I just learned from him to make every eventful thing a big deal and let everyone know about it and not care about what people think. So like, I mean, ever since I got back, literally I've run a meme on a meme page every single day. Since I got back, I've probably gained a little over 200 followers, been going crazy with the e-com degree sales. And I met a lot of people there too. Like I met one dude that runs a Facebook ads agency. He's already managing my ads and stuff like that. So, I'm real big on just taking action and stuff like that. So, and then being around other 6, 7, 8-figure earners, that energy is different. And I feel like what DOOLEY and Lex said, we know that, making that type of money is possible, but it's different when you actually like see it in front of you and you're in like that energy. It does something to you. So when you get back to, your local area, you start going harder. So, yeah.
So let me ask you a question, right? Do you think people are undervaluing the achievements that they're making, or do you just think that people aren't putting them out there correctly? Because it's one thing to, snap a photo, hey, bought my mom a car. But from what I'm hearing, he almost took like a strategy to it, that it was kind of more like he used that event to benefit himself. It was almost an investment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it just depends like what your goals are. Like if your goal is to inspire others, motivate others, and you have a program like myself and you want more people to get into it, then it's important to like share those types of things and show people what you're doing. I mean, if your goal isn't to like grow your following and any of that stuff, then you don't need to do all that. But, my goal is to grow my following and impact a lot of people. So I feel like sharing those moments are like mandatory for me to do. So that's like something I took from the event.
Okay. So we can all agree that obviously energy transfers. And like you said, when you're around people who are doing things, it kind of makes you realize that it's not that far out as you think. Mm-hmm. Whereas if you're around people who, unfortunately are struggling and, they're working paycheck to paycheck, you're like, hey, I'm glad I got a stable job. So perspective really is everything, right? But do you also think perspective can harm you? Because a lot of people, like, they put their goals so far out, and obviously, you shoot for the stars, you might get to the moon. But do you think that some people put their goals so far out that they almost like are knocking themselves down because they're not getting anywhere near their goal if they don't think they're accomplishing anything, but in reality, they're kicking ass? Does that make sense? Or
what's the question? Like,
do you think people are pushing the bar a little too far?
Like
not pacing themselves.
Yeah, we've talked about this before about like goals, and some people, when it comes to goals, you want to start low, but you don't want to go too advanced. You know what I mean? Like my goal is to be a multimillionaire, right? I'm not gonna become a multimillionaire in 2021. You know what I mean? Because it's pretty unrealistic, but anything can happen, right? But if I do the certain things that can make me a multimillionaire, maybe I could become that multimillionaire within the next 5 years, right? So you just gotta like follow step-by-step goals, then maybe you'll reach that big goal. And sometimes people, you'll see like somebody who just works a regular job and they say, I wanna be a millionaire. It's like, how? You know what I mean? How are you gonna work that job every single day and become a millionaire?
You gotta be realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the biggest thing of that question and why it's so hard to answer is because balance is like the key to life. Like you want to be confident, but not too confident. You want to be smart, but you don't want to be the smartest person in the room. You know what I'm saying? It's like balance. You want to work, but you don't want to work too much and not have relationships and friendships. Like finding that balance is literally everything. Like that's literally it. You know what I'm saying? And we literally take our whole life on a seesaw, because some days or some months or some years we're too workaholic and not in a relationship. Sometimes we're turning up too much, we're not working too much. Like it's never just, I found my balance, I'm here. It's always like a seesaw. And life is just about trying to get towards the center. So as to your question, you just have to be self-aware. Like for me, I know that I can be, or I'm going to be a multimillionaire in the future. You know what I'm saying? I could say, is it possible to in 2022 be one? Yeah, but I know based off my work ethic and the numbers that I do and whatever, it's probably not mathematically possible. You know what I'm saying? Or plausible. But the thing is, I'm self-aware enough to know what things are within my grasp because I know my advantages and disadvantages, how hard I work, etc. You know, so I feel like some people you can only put something out too far if you don't know what you're capable of. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, could I run up a stupid bag in 2022? I could, but I know to my work ethic, bro, like low key, I'm not overworking myself. I'm chilling, I'm riding my pace, I'm happy with what I'm making, whatever. I know I'm gonna grow, but if I don't think I'm at the point where I want to say, okay, I'm gonna drop everything, drop all my friendships, and build another business, do whatever, and make $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And that's not because I can't. It's because I know myself and I'm self-aware enough to know what type of work I'm going to put in, what business model I'm in, et cetera, et cetera. So I think just knowing who you are makes it easy enough, or makes it easier to kind of gauge those, you know, things of success. But you also don't want to put it too far out where you're not hitting any levels of success and you feel like you're failing. You know, you always want to hit some type of milestone so you can kind of keep yourself pushing.
Well, so balance is key, right?
Balance.
I got to balance that first shot out with the second shot. So
He was
cheers.
waiting for something like that.
Facts.
I didn't even know I was poured up.
Well, obviously, every year has its own moves. Obviously, every year has its own, you know, goals and whatnot. But what do you guys think are some lucrative fields that people can be on the lookout for in 2021? I know you've been pushing REC hard. I know we got EDU 2.0 coming out. I know you've been kicking ass on the low. What are some things that a lot of people can be on the lookout for to try to get involved in, to try to be looking into, researching?
I mean, it's gonna sound biased, but e-commerce, bro. Like, I feel like it's not going anywhere, especially right now. There's more people at home than ever. There's more people on social media than ever. But people are still getting that brown box at their door every couple of days or every other week, you know, from Amazon. So, I mean, people are always going to be shopping on Amazon. People are always going to be buying things online. So I feel like if you want to get into a business where you can work from anywhere, where you don't need a lot of money to start, and the market's there, then I think e-commerce is the wave. And, you know, that's how I started, you know, 3 years ago. And I would say that even right now is a better time to start than 3 years ago was, just because there's so much information out there that you can actually, you know, execute on the steps that people that are already successful have laid out for you. So,
Do you think we'll eventually like live in a society where everything's just online, or do you feel like people are gonna long for that like shopping experience? Like SPG's been going up.
Yeah.
Like people want to go to malls. People want to get out there.
I feel like retail will always be there. Retail will always be there, but e-commerce will definitely keep growing, just because more and more people. It's a convenience thing. You know, a lot of people, they shop on Amazon and they pay higher prices than they would at the mall, just because they can get that item at their door the next day and they don't have to leave their crib. So, you know, we're getting to the point where people will pay more money for better things. You know, people will pay more money for healthier food. People will pay more money to get a more like luxurious experience. People will pay more money for convenience of getting their items delivered to their doorstep. So, yeah.
Okay. So what are we looking into for REC? I know you guys have launched a new group chat, a stock talk. How's everything been? Numbers are growing. Students are coming in. It's fucking hype. Talk to us.
Yeah, so for REC, I mean, it really just started off as, you know, like reselling, right? Then it became something where I wanted to help people just invest their money and basically flip it in any aspect possible, because I started reselling shoes, then I started selling on Amazon, then I sold sometimes on eBay, then I started doing the stock market, right? So it just became like, okay, I have bread, and it started from shoes. And I flipped it, right? Then I did Amazon, made money off of that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna teach people how to basically flip their money. It's not just, reselling is such a broad word. It doesn't mean when you resell or being a reseller that you have to sell shoes. And once I made that like clear to the group, everyone realized the same thing. Like they started selling fans and all patio heaters. This girl's already picked up pools. And then I opened the stock talk. So as far as like REC, I just want people to invest their money to flip it, whichever way you can possibly do it. And I have a team for basically each and every aspect. If you want to learn about, or if you want to know how to sell shoes and flip your money, I have the people there for that. If you want to learn and flip your money on Amazon, I have the people there for that. Same thing with stocks. And lately it's been doing good. And I feel like every day, every year, as years go by, people are always going to want to flip their money. if they can take $100 and make 50 off of it, they're gonna want to do that, and that's what I'm gonna help them with.
So are you kind of trying to turn it into like a subgroup thing where like there's a section for anything anyone's trying to get into, or are you trying to like elevate people step to step? Like, hey, maybe you can start off here, you can turn that into a little more, then you can turn that into a little more, and then I don't know, get into stocks, or maybe start doing Amazon.
Yeah, what's cool is like I feel like I've diversed REC. So when people hit me up about stocks, I can provide that information for them. When people hit me up about shoes, I can provide that information for them because like we have the channels for that. And because we have the channels for that, it's like, okay, these people are making money in stocks. These people are making money in shoes. I can do this because they're doing it and they're making money in all aspects. Like this one kid literally today made $100 off a option call, then got a pair of shoes on sneakers at 10 a.m. So it's like, it's possible because everything's on your phone. And the fact that everything's on your phone just makes it very accessible to like flip your money. Yeah.
Dooley, talk to us.
Which one to hear, man? Which one to know?
Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, right? You guys provide educational platforms for people to get into, people to learn how to make money. But the thing that I've noticed with all three of y'all is you guys don't stop it there. You guys teach them how to continue to innovate and grow their money and diversify their portfolio, right? So the people who are in SMU, right? Where do you take them from there?
Well, it's just weird, I guess, for me, because I have my wholesaling course, which is kind of more low-key or whatever, more niche.
Do you try to push that to the SME people, or is it just kind of like if you're looking for it?
I don't really push it unless they come to me, because I just know for a fact, as a previous wholesaler, that wholesaling is very, very difficult. Like, as in the conversion rate is very low. You might call or text 1,000 to 2,000 people before you ever get a yes. Like a yes, that's not even like it's going through, like that's a yes. And I just know based off people, like people will complain if they don't get a fucking survey in 4 days. So I'm like, how, most people are not gonna be consistent enough to have a VA or a cold call or spend hundreds of dollars every single month trying to find this one seller who wants to sell. Now, when you find that person to make 10 bands, you're happy, but I just know based off human psychology, it's not likely. So I don't push it because I don't wanna, I feel guilty pushing it to the masses because I know they're not going to be that successful, as bad as it sounds. I'm comfortable pushing SMU because I know anybody and their fucking mom's going to succeed no matter what. So for the wholesaling course, I make sure they know what they're getting into because I don't want to just sell and make money. I mean, obviously I do, but I'm not going to feel good if I have a bunch of people at a group chat not closing deals.
Right.
So I like selling to people that are already in real estate and maybe just need a push. And that's not a lot of people, so I don't waste my airtime, which is like I have a certain amount of stories I want to post each day. I don't want it to be too many because they're not going to watch them all, they're going to click through them. I only have a certain amount of airtime, So every day I try to make the most of every post. And I know that my conversion rate with SMU is going to be better than if I'm doing my wholesaling course because SMU is just easier, more lucrative, and less expensive.
All right. Well, here's the thing. 2021, it's kind of been an interesting year because, I mean, unless you've been living under a rock, everybody's heard about like what's been happening with the whole GameStop, AMC thing. We're not going to get into that because, we're kind of late at this point. But what that started to expose is the whole institution behind investing. A lot of people are getting really hip to investing. Crypto has become something that everyone's talking about. You got Elon throwing 1.5 billion into what's called Bitcoin, pumping it overnight. You got all these different coins coming up. You got stocks blowing up. Everybody's becoming a financial analyst out of nowhere. But as far as stocks go, I know at this table we have a lot of combined wins, a lot of combined losses. How do you think people should be, entering, gauging? Do you think it's the time? How do you guys feel about investing as a whole as far as 2021 goes?
I mean, I feel like right now is definitely the time. Like before this podcast started, we were talking about how the stock market is literally going down. Like today was a red day. So it's definitely a good day to buy. And it's probably going to be like this for a little while. So if you wanted to get in the stock market, you could literally buy now, hold, make some bread within 3-4 weeks, so a month. But I feel like right now is just, if you educate yourself before doing it, like you'll be straight. And there's a lot of videos on YouTube. There's a lot of people you could talk to because everyone wants to get into the stock market.
What are you thinking, Will?
Yeah, I feel like the stock market's a good opportunity. I don't think you should try to, invest your way to, whatever your goal is or like gamble. But I think you should definitely be investing in yourself. more than investing in the stock market. You're always going to get a better return investing in yourself than investing into stocks, especially in a time right now where it's like extremely volatile. Because like you said, a lot of people are getting into it. So yeah, invest in yourself. Really think about what it is you want to do. And if what you want to do is, stock trading, then invest in the education for that and then get into stocks. But don't just throw money in the stock market because everyone else is. That'd be my advice.
I mean, me personally, I think it's been cool, the revolution of everyone like becoming investors, and like it's almost like the whole world woke up to investing. Even myself, someone as financially fucking savvy as I would like to call myself, I didn't really fucking know about. I knew about stocks, but I didn't really know about them. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like I'm one of those people, or I don't know. I just feel like I must be different or something, because I've kind of been going back to this, like looking at different sources of avenue. I remember it kind of reminds me of last year when I was doing Amazon and Will put me on the Amazon. Like there was, and before that, it was just me doing my consistent SMU real estate, which worked out. Still doing both, whatever. But I kind of wanted to, a little bit more money. I want to invest more on some different things. And with Amazon, like I get it. Like people are scared. You got to learn. You got to whatever. But for me, I'm not gonna say it wasn't hard. But I feel like when I really want to do something, I'm going to fucking do it. Like, that was when I was still running my wholesaling company and at the office every single day at 8 a.m. So what the fuck did I do? I was up at fucking 3 a.m., like, looking at suppliers and distributors and just learning about, like, Amazon. There was so much out there to learn. It was so interesting, I couldn't keep my eyes off it. When there's this money opportunity, there's nothing that's stopping me from learning it and applying the information as soon as possible. So I don't get how people are buying courses, not watching them, not invest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's all not investing in yourself in the beginning. Like, literally, I think I had 7K in my Robinhood account early February. And once I really saw the opportunity of trading, my account's at like 30 bands now. Obviously, not everyone can just dump 30 bands, but meaning that I was willing to invest in an opportunity if I saw that it could bring me potential profits. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that hunger that I have in me to learn something, and there is so much information on YouTube where it's like, I feel like I should pay for this. I'm literally learning something that's gonna help me make bread. This guy has it in a perfect format. It's the perfect length. It tells me everything that I don't need to go through to learn. He just taught me. So I just don't get how people are not just eating up these opportunities and just running with them. I think it's something that's wrong with them. Either they're too scared to fully invest, they don't think it's gonna work, or they're subconsciously sabotaging themselves. Because for me, when I want something, or I want to investigate a new avenue, like I'm literally like addicted to it. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 a.m. to midnight type shit. And it feels good sometimes to have that hunger. I just feel like some people, they don't have it. Because if you did, we'd be doing the same shit.
I feel like a lot of people are starting to realize that we're at a time where it's so easy to be in control. Like, I don't think people realize that in numbers, we are powerful. Like, they had to restrict platforms because they were losing billions of dollars. That says something. That says something about how society's set up. Because I don't know if anyone's looked outside, but there's people who still think we're in fucking March of 2020. They haven't left their house. And then there's other people living like we never even had a virus. But then you got the stock market, shit's just been taken off. And what that starts to tell you is that, the financial system isn't an accurate representation of what the market's doing, what's happening in the world. It's a representation of what people think the market's doing. And one thing that a lot of people have been starting to realize is that we have power. Like, if everybody gets behind something, that's what gives it value. So what do you guys think that's going to affect going forward? Because before it was like, hey, like, you get in the stock market, you're going to lose all your money. Oh no, you got to be a financial analyst. You got to be one of those people on Wall Street. Oh, you got to be some sketchy dude with some insider trading information. But now it's like, hey, you download an app, you're up to speed, enough people get behind something, you know what I mean? They got to try to stop us. They got to try to put actual stops to people making money. It's kind of ridiculous. But what do you guys think that's doing for people? You mentioned that if people are waking up, people are starting to realize that we have power. But do you think that'll ultimately affect people in other fields? That maybe they'll go out and actually take fucking action because they're realizing that, hey, other people are getting together and kicking ass. Like, what do you think the future holds? Because we're at a really interesting time. Like, we're really shifty with the economy. We're really shifty with, our government. We're really shifty with the whole world. And it's kind of interesting because there's a lot of potential, but then there's a lot of potential to also fuck up. So what do you guys think we might be looking at coming forward?
Honestly, bro, all I got from that is people like me, bro, with courses are about to get rich.
What do you think that says?
I think that says like what you said, bro.
Like, what does that say about
More and more people want to invest their money. More and more people are realizing that they can make money. And those people are going to look towards people like me, DOOLEY, Lex, that have platforms that have results and that teach what they're trying to learn. You know, most people, unless they have that mindset where they can just dive into something and learn it themselves, most people will want some type of direction or some type of guidance before they jump into something. So any avenue where you can make money, e-commerce, you know, surveys, stock market, reselling, all those avenues are going to get more and more popular as time goes on, because those are opportunities for people to make money. And like you said, people are realizing that they don't need to, you know, maybe they don't need to get a 4-year degree to make money, or they don't need to, you know, they're realizing that not just the hedge funds can make money in the stock market, stuff like that. So they're going to look towards people like me, DOOLEY, and Lex that are making money and that are young and that don't have those traditional degrees or certifications, whatever. And they're going to look to us to try to, you know, learn and make money. So I feel like the e-learning industry is going to blow up.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. That's like, bro, people are going to be doing 6 and 7 figures. Like, I feel like the holy trinity of making money is to get really, really good at a skill, make money doing that skill, and then make money teaching that skill. Like, I remember 2 years ago when I was, you know, a lot of these e-commerce gurus or whatever people want to say, like, you know, course sellers or whatever, like, it was seen as like a bad thing. Like, oh, you sell courses because you're not making enough money drop shipping. Like, it was like a whole thing, and it still low-key is. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. Honestly, I don't care. I'm making bread. The people that gave me bread are making bread.
Facts.
Spot the problem. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not even afraid, bro. I've made more money selling SMU than I've made in real estate. And I don't give a fuck, bro. I got bread. Does it matter how I got my bread? If I got my bread and it's legal and it's ethical and everyone's eating, then I'm gonna run that shit, bro. Because all money is giving me coupons to live life and giving me leverage to make more money to do the same shit. It doesn't matter where you get it from. It doesn't matter about, oh, how, you know, obviously, don't get me wrong. You want to make money in a way that makes you feel good about it. You know what I'm saying? But I used to think that it had to be this fiasco and this big show and you have to have these big paychecks. And no, bro, get capital into your fucking Wells Fargo. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I used to think, oh my gosh, I want to do more of this because making $200 a sale and doing a bunch is not that cool. I don't give a fuck if it's cool, bro. It makes currency. And people that are looking to make currency are going to pay us currency to learn how to make more currency.
But this is what I don't get, right? All those things have always been available. So why are people now deciding that they want to hop on a wave? Like people are starting to realize, like, okay, like there's nothing wrong with going to school, but there's different avenues to make money. But those avenues have always been there. So what the fuck's happening now? Like, I feel like in the last, not even year, in the last like 6 months, people have woke up to the concept that, wait a minute, like I can invest money.
Honestly, I feel like it's because what I said earlier, bro, more people are on social media than ever before. So now there's no distractions. It's literally, they're on social media seeing other people win, and it's gotten to the point where they're just tired of seeing that shit and they want to get involved.
I think people hit the breaking point, and I won't teach long because I know you got to speak or whatever. But people hit their breaking point. Think about it, bro. You go to school 4 years, you get a job, you do everything perfect, and then a fucking pandemic hits, everyone loses their fucking job, and you see these entrepreneur niggas turning up in Miami.
Yeah, that's really what I was about to say.
How mad are you, bro? At that point, you're like, I'm fed up. I need to get some bread. Yeah, and you look to people like us to help you make it.
The pandemic basically had so many people just, you know, jobless and just chilling. Yeah. Some people weren't even going to school. Like, they canceled school at a certain point. So when you see people the same age as you, we're all 21, 22, 23, whatever, and you see them getting lit and you see them like having businesses, it's like, okay, if they were able to do it and they have 500 other people doing it and 800,000 people, why can't I do it? So then it's kind of like a conversation with yourself where you're just sitting there like, okay, either I'm ass or really you're just ass. Like if you're not doing it, you know what I mean? Because the opportunity is there. But some people, they're so scared to invest into themselves to where it's just like, I don't want to pay this $200 or $500 and then not do it. But really that's what you said earlier is like, if I'm going to pay for something, I'm going to do it the full, I'm actually going to do that shit and I'm going to make money from it.
Yeah, I think the pandemic brought everyone home and then basically put a huge light on everyone that's still lit.
Oh, God.
And then everyone's at home like, dang, these dudes right here are still lit. Like, they're not depressed. They're not saving every time.
Yeah,
like,
niggas are doing better somehow. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
No, if you had a course during the pandemic, came up.
You ate up, literally, bro.
Bro, everyone that I know that is in my industry had a record-breaking year during the pandemic.
cap.
No kizzy.
So what does that say? Are people desperate, or they're just want to fucking try anything now?
Bro,
Maybe
like I
both.
just said, like if you're at home and you see people your age making bread, it's not that they're desperate, but it's like, okay, let me now that I have nothing else, I don't have a job, I don't have school, I don't have sports to play, I have to make bread somehow, right? And these are the people that are going to teach me. I'm asked if I don't invest into these courses and these programs and learn something and learn a skill out of that. So it's really just like I said, it's a conversation. It's something within yourself.
Facts. So literally, like, here's, let's say, I don't want to call them 9 to 5 because it sounds like disrespectful. Like, obviously, we have nothing against working jobs or whatever,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But people that had jobs that were affected by COVID, they're right here. There's a giant wall right here, which is their comfort zone. And then here's us. The pandemic lifted that shit. And then we turned up together. That's what happened, because the thing is, they had the comfort of having a decent, like my mom lost her job. She had a full-time job. It's not like she had some shitty job and she hated it. She liked her job. But it doesn't matter if you like your job. If you lose that shit, you still got to make bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing is my mom actually has a course like mine called Paid for Your Say, which is the same thing, but she kind of promotes it to an older audience. And she's eating, bro. She's making just about what she made at her job. And the only reason she's even making that is because she doesn't have her job to rely on anymore. That's that was the pushing factor for her. So I think a lot of things is the pandemic lifted that wall and made the conversation easier because people literally had to. They didn't have a choice. They have kids, they have families, they have things to do. They had to make something work. And a lot of people are doing stuff not out of desperation, but out of pure need.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
when your back is against the wall, and we've spoken about this before, like moving to Atlanta, our back was against the wall to where it was like, we have to make bread. Like we have rent to pay. So when you have people who have families and they lose their job, they have literally their back against the wall, it brings like that dog out of them to where it's like, I need to make bread. I'm not going to go back to another job. And I've heard it from people who lost their jobs. Like literally my neighbor lost his job at Chipotle, was like, fuck this, I'm never working another job again, went into the stock market, came up like 45 bands. That's different. You know what I mean? Not everyone can do that, but that's that dog that I'm talking about.
So where do you guys think we're headed to? Like as a society, like do you think it's gonna be a fad? Like are people like, oh shit, the pandemic, let me find something else to do, and then shit gets back on track and everyone wants security again? Or do you think like the pandemic ultimately exposed that there is no security?
I think it exposed it, but people are ignorant. So I think it is going to be a fad. I mean, it's going to be both. I feel like a lot of people realize during the pandemic that they can make money themselves and they're going to stay that way and they're going to grow and they're going to be successful in whatever it is they choose to do. But then there's also going to be a lot of people, or like there's people currently right now, like they're just getting unemployment or they're getting whatever. And they're like, you know what, I'm going to chill until my job gives me my shit back. And then I'm going back to whatever I was doing before. So I feel like, you know, that's going to happen. And then there's also going to be a lot of, you know, entrepreneurs that are trying to do their shit right now, realize that shit's not sweet, it's not easy. And then, you know, they're going to go back to their job that they're working, you know, before the pandemic and stuff like that.
Yep.
I mean, I think the thing is that, and I just don't want it to ever come off as like, because here's the thing though, like to me, I can't imagine not being an entrepreneur. I cannot. But the thing is, I can understand or fathom how other people see having a job. You get a consistent pay, You get off at 4, 5, 6, and you literally are done. You have no stresses from work. You have nothing. You're literally done. You can chill. You can enjoy your life. Us, we're never off the clock. And sometimes we like it like that, but sometimes it's not always the most convenient or the most mentally healthy. Sometimes I wish I could just leave my business at the fucking door at 5 o'clock, and I can't. But it's worth it for me. So I'm saying, I understand that some people, they deserve to just get unemployment and then get their job back. They put in their work to get there. Right. So I'm not saying that's the wrong thing, but the thing is we have to think about it as actual dollars. Like, let's say most people make maybe $3-4 grand a month from their job, making 40, 50K a year, but that's, you know, not taxes taken out. Even if you're drop shipping, you're doing Amazon, you're doing real estate wholesaling, like, you could do decent and make an extra $1,000 a month. And that's good. Making an extra $1,000 a month is great. But if you don't have a job and you're only making $1,000 a month, you're not getting anywhere. You're not living life. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like some people, they don't have it in them to be able to be great enough to make an income that allows them to actually live their life. You know what I'm saying? You could be a great drop shipper and you can do $9K a month profit margins. You make $3K, that's $36K a year. That's basically a 9-to-5 income. You might as well just work your fucking job. You know what I'm saying? So people that are just doing it for money, there's no point. I don't do this shit just for money. It's just a fucking byproduct. I do this shit because I just love the hustle life. I love having my back against the wall. I love creating. I love the inconsistency. I love the battle. But the people that don't have that in them, there's not enough perks to be an entrepreneur. It comes with too much baggage. You know,
but let's just take COVID away, right? It's human nature. Like January, gym memberships spike, people are hype, and then what happens? The gyms are empty by damn March. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody wants to be hip to something. Everybody wants to hop on a wave, but it's exactly what you said. Like if you have that in you, you would have already been doing that. So let's say a person.
But I mean, everyone has a different time. You know what I mean? Not everyone is gonna find themselves like how we found ourselves at a young age. You know what I mean? Like
that's
your mom, for example, she lost her job, so she was just like, you know what, I'm going to create a course and I'm going to teach people how to do the survey thing. Now she's making, like you said, the same amount, close to what she was making before, and she's probably like more free than what she was doing at her job.
Yeah, 100%.
So everyone has like their own time. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, everybody has their own time, but at the same time, a lot of people, man, they just move with the herd. So it's like, what happens when everything gets back up to speed? Are people going to want to be taking risks? Are people going to want to be an entrepreneur? If there's jobs available, that's when we're really going to see, like, all right, are you part of the breed or not? And the thing is like, I feel like a lot of people are going to get in positions where they ultimately cripple themselves because they don't know what they're doing. And they're not confident in their business platforms. They're not confident in their strategies, but they want to be. You see what I mean? Like, it's almost dangerous because there's so much potential to fuck up. It's kind of like what we were talking about with margin. There's so many areas where there's so much potential to fuck up.
And
I mean, that's what being an entrepreneur is about.
Yeah,
bro.
you have to be ready for that too. Like
Well, people don't want
this shit ain't sweet, bro.
Dude, we're different, bro.
Like we just all lost today a combined maybe like 13 bands.
Everyone sitting here is down a couple racks.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it's
God.
like
And
we're
what
still
it
here.
is-
You know what I mean? It's like we're not. If this was somebody else, I guarantee you they'd be fucking shitting
Stocks don't
themselves.
work.
They'd be like, "I'm selling. I'm done with stocks." But here we are. We're laughing about this shit. We're like, we're down 13 bands as a collective group. You know what I mean? Like we're just, our mindsets are different, and that's because we've gone through so much bullshit to where it's like we can control ourselves. To where if we lose, if I lost 5 bands today, fuck it, I'm gonna make that 5 bands back anyway. But a lot of people can't do that, so they start freaking out, and that just goes back to the whole thing where people, it's all a mindset thing. It's just how you find yourself.
But that's the thing. Like, if you know me, you know I'm really interested in the mindset. I'm really interested to see like what happens to people when they're in deep water, right? Some people sell, some people hold in, some people are risky, they don't give a shit. So let's say like I'm broke, right? And I come to you guys and I'm like, hey, I want to buy your program. How do I get involved? How do you treat that person opposed to someone else who's like, hey, I want to get involved in what you're doing because I got capital and I'm up?
I mean,
Well, we'll start with ecom.
yeah,
We
go
can start with
ahead.
ecom.
I mean, with ecom degree, it's like I treat everyone the same. Cause like if you come into ecom degree with a bunch of money and and you're just, like aggressive and you're not following the steps, all that is just you got more money to lose than the person that came in with a little bit of money. I actually think that my students that come in with less money end up doing better because they're more careful with their dollars and they actually watch every video. They take everything step by step. So e-commerce is something where more money isn't really an advantage. It's only an advantage when you're scaling. And, getting access to funds isn't hard either. So I don't think having a lot of capital to start in e-commerce is like something that gives you an advantage or anything like that. But mindset is a big thing, though, with e-commerce. And I have like a whole module on that. But mindset's a big thing with being an entrepreneur because, like we said, it's dangerous. It's risky. Your best month, you might not have a consistent best month. A lot of people, they'll hit 10K and that might be their best month and that's not going to be consistent for them. Next month might be a losing month where you lose 10K or you're down 5K, but you have to have that mindset of, just always to keep pushing, keep going, and you always got to be confident. So a lot of people aren't built for that.
So what would you say is the move right now? Is it still the same game plan as before? Try drop shipping, see how it works, try to get into FBM and then get into FBA? Or would you say that with everything that's been going on, people should just go for FBA? Well, what do you think is the strategy that you would give a brand new person, knows nothing?
Yeah, so I always tell people to start with drop shipping first because that's what I started with. And with drop shipping, you can capitalize on trends. You don't have to hold on to any inventory. So the only money you're spending is on marketing. And then from there, you can build some capital and then get into FBM or FBA if you want to. We've had multiple people make six figures. I even have one student making 6 figures a month drop shipping. And then we have multiple students making 6 figures Amazon FBA. So, both business models are good. I recommend drop shipping in the beginning because it's just the most simple business model, I think, out there, where you don't have to hold any inventory of product and the only thing you're focused on is marketing.
So what are some new marketing platforms, marketing avenues that a lot of people are starting to get into, like yourself? I know we talked about a lot of different ones, including Snapchat.
Yeah, so Snapchat's a big one. And I mean, you can see Snapchat's growth just by looking at the stock price of it right now. It went from $30 to $70. And it didn't just do that just because. It's because more and more users are on it. More and more advertisers are starting to get on it. And I think it's a great platform to advertise on if you're like target age is like 18 to 35. One of our stores that we were running, we were doing like 10K a day, just Snapchat ads. So there's a lot less competition on there than Facebook right now. And it looks just like the Facebook ads manager. Nothing's really that different. So Snapchat's a huge platform to hop on right now. And so is TikTok. TikTok's basically the same thing.
So just pretty much the same thing?
Yeah, it's the same thing as Snap.
So people are moving away from the whole Facebook, Google thing? Do you just think it's oversaturated or do you just think it's kind of harder to get involved in?
It'll always be there. It's just, just like Facebook ads came out in 2007, I think it was. And, the first users to hop on it got rich because the cost per purchases were so low. The CPMs were so low. The competition was so low. And I think it's the same thing for Snapchat ads right now because there's not a lot of users. Their customer service is great. You can hop on the phone with a Snapchat rep. Facebook, you can't do that because they're focused on their top 1% of clients, companies that are spending billions of dollars in advertising, whereas Snap, they don't have that much clients yet. So, they're helping like the smaller users, stuff like that. So I think it's early for Snap and TikTok right now. So there's opportunity there for someone to make a lot of money, especially people like us that don't own big companies or hedge funds and stuff like that. But Facebook ads will always be there and it'll always be profitable. But, there's more opportunity in like Snap and TikTok just because it's newer.
That's sauce.
But here's one more thing I want to touch on just because I'm personally interested in this. Do you think advertising is about the way you present it to the person to get them engaged, or is it about presenting it to them in a way that they don't even realize they're looking at an ad?
It's more about that. Our best Snapchat ads, they look like Snapchats. Like,
so that's the technique?
It has, how Snapchat, when you add text, it's like that faded bar and then it's text over it. Our best ads look just like a Snapchat. Like, you could be swiping and it would look just like a friend's Snap story or whatever. So, and I think that's the same.
That's so
Yeah,
Oh
so,
God,
like-
though.
Is that like the technique to make it not look like an ad? Because a lot of people don't like to be advertised to.
Yeah. I mean, definitely the best ads don't look like ads. So,
Which
yeah,
is crazy. You have to kind of like feed into the audience. Like some people, they just don't want to feel gotten. They don't want to feel had. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because people will want a product, but they won't buy it just because they know they're being targeted.
Yeah.
Because they don't like putting money in someone else's pocket. You know what I'm saying? Which is a
Right,
weird thing. Like
yeah.
even when I used to, when I go to a seller and I give them a lowball offer that they know is actually decent. After, like, one of my techniques is to actually tell them, hey, you don't have to feel defeated. You don't have to feel anything. This is just a good price that I think we can both agree on. You have to literally kind of break it down for them. People don't like to feel defeated, and sometimes their ego or their pride can get in the way of a deal or a purchase or a conversion. So it's always good to frame it in the way of a win-win, And I actually want to go way back to what you were talking about before. What was it? Like before that whole fucking
A person who's
question.
broke gets involved and who's more. Oh no! I was talking about
You
how,
were talking about like why people are jumping on trends and stuff like that.
and it might not last once things go back to normal and, they realize
and
it's
I want to give my
easier.
take on that because like I'm not even gonna go. I think everyone's had those periods, but I've had a recent period where like you basically feel like you're going into like a depression. It's like just one of those lows of entrepreneurship. You get out of it, but it's when you're in it, it's like fuck. You know what I'm saying? And it just happened. And I think I know, and I think I've just been away from that, and I haven't been able to experience it, thankfully. But I think like literally like one of those tweets I made where it's like you literally wake up at 6 a.m., you drive an hour to work, you work for fucking 8 hours, you drive an hour and a half back because there's traffic. You watch Netflix a little bit and you sleep, you do the same thing every day, bro. Think about it. Your life, bro, is boring and consistent and bland. And people are feeding for anything different to do, anything different or spontaneous to jump onto. That's why people wait. They love the weekends because now I can party and go to a new club or meet new people, listen to a new song, or I can go to an event, or I can buy this course. And I'm super. People are more hyped up about the process of trying something new because it makes them feel something, but they're not hyped up about actually having to put in the work. And that's why I feel like people will buy courses, but they won't actually complete them because they get more satisfaction from actually feeling like they're investing in themselves. And it's kind of like buying a gym membership. You know what I'm saying? You feel that high for getting the membership. And yes, I'm doing stuff right. And yes, I'm going to the gym and I'm feeling motivated. But once motivation fades and you need discipline, they don't have it. Because they're more focused on the high they get from feeling good off the motivation versus having to actually do the down and dirty shit and actually having to succeed. People chase anything that makes them feel something, which is motivation, parties, drugs, sex. And that's how people literally go to work and do their shit and then pick one of the four and do it. Because they want to feel something. And it's scary because I felt that where it's like there's no like stimuli. You just feel like you're just bored, you're just in bed. Like I want to do something, feel something. I feel like a statue. You know what I'm saying? And some people they're not self-aware to know why they're doing certain things. Oh, I'm going to parties every Friday because Monday through Thursday I'm not fucking fulfilled in my life. And they don't break it down and realize why they're doing these self-destructive activities.
So did you just feel like you didn't serve purpose, or do you think that you felt like there was no what's it called? God, what's the word? Did you feel like you didn't have security in your projects? Because the thing is,
not really security. I was just bored as fuck. Honestly, I just felt
I was
just bored. I was just bored as fuck. I just felt like I lost sight of the vision and the fucking like my purpose. And it's like, what the fuck am I doing?
I feel that.
And what I wanted to do is like, okay, cool. I can think about, I might have fucking lost my purpose in life, and I can think about that and crush myself going through that process. Or I can go smoke a joint and play some Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Because, okay, let's do that because it's easier and I don't have to use my brain and actually go through this hell, which is the process of self-fucking analyzation. So people will do these things that numb their mind because it's better than going through this self-analyzation process, which is, trying to become self-aware. Like, think of people that have shit happen in their past, whether it's sexual assault or PTSD. Some people are so good at blocking it out that they don't even know that it happened until they talk to a therapist. Some people will say, yo, I thought that was a dream. They blocked it out so much. And I feel like our world is literally based on how can I go from stimuli to stimuli to negate the fact that my life fucking sucks. Literally. And people don't even realize that's what's going on.
See, I love that you said that, man, because a lot of people
You
don't.
love that? That's talking about the most oppressive shit ever. I love that you said that.
Because you don't get it. Like, everybody wants
No
to.
cap though. I keep it 100 with y'all niggas, man. Like
Everyone wants to paint the brightest picture, but
Yeah.
in reality, like, you're gonna struggle. And for a person who is struggling and they think, oh, it's only me, Dooley's up 24/7, Alexis killing it, Will's killing it. But it's like, no, like, everybody goes through highs and lows.
Gone through it,
but
bro.
people don't want to admit it. That's why I love it, because you show people that, hey, like, you know what I mean? You're not alone. You see what I'm saying?
I'm just not a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that it happens and I accept it. I'm like, I can only go as low as I was high. So if I'm really down, that means I was up as fuck. And all I gotta do is either get through this process or do some self-analyzation to figure out, why do I feel like this? And try to get back to where I am. But some people, they don't wanna go. It's like there's a thorn stuck in you. You can just leave it there and it won't hurt. But if you actually go through the process of taking it out of your skin, it's gonna hurt. But when you take it out, you feel better. But people aren't willing to go through that process of pulling the thorn out. You know what I'm saying? People are scared of really deep diving into themselves. Why am I not succeeding? Why am I at the same job for 20 years? It's because they're even telling themselves, oh, it's because I love this job. No, it's because you're scared of doing something else. But some people, they just, the key word is just self-awareness. Some people aren't self-aware enough, or they don't seek to be self-aware enough. But for me, I'm not. When I'm down, I really analyze myself and say, why am I down? Why am I feeling like this? How can I not feel like this? And I accept it, you know? So it's just, that's why mentality is over everything. I can be living the same life, same whip, same bank account, but one day I feel like shit, one day I feel like a king. It's because my mind, bro. So if you don't get your mind right, it doesn't matter what you have in life. You know, you're gonna feel the same.
So what would you say for the person who's stepping outside of their boundaries, man? They're scared, they're in a risky position, and then everything kind of like the water starts to settle, and you can go back to having that job, you can go back to that security, but you obviously shouldn't. What would you tell that person? Because you've obviously been in that position. You've just said yourself you've been in that position. A lot of people don't want to admit.
I mean, I don't think, if someone had a really good job and they lost it, they get it back, I don't think that we should say that they shouldn't do that. Could they maybe make more money if they didn't? Yeah.
No, like they stepped out already. They said, hey, I want to go try something new. Shit's getting tough, but now my job's available. I can always go to my job. What would you say to that person?
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think there's nothing you can say to them. If they want to go back, they'll go back. If they don't, they won't in their grind. So at the end of the day, you cannot change people. All you can do is show them paths.
Every time that somebody joins my course and they ask me like, hey, you know, I just lost my job, or I want to quit my job, am I guaranteed to make money in my course? I'm like, bro, I don't know, because I don't know your work ethic. I don't know how much time you have. I really don't even know what the fuck you got going on. But you know, if you think that you can join this and you can make profit from this and get your investment back, go for it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to convince someone, hey, bet this guy lost his job, closed. You know what I mean? Like, no, because then like, you got to be straight up, though. It's like, look, you know, a lot of people ask, like, how much money do I need to start with this? And I tell them the amount they need. And then they're just like, oh, okay, bet I'm going to get back to you when I have that plus more, so I can actually do what I want to do in your program. So it's like those type of people you can't really like control. You know what I mean? It's all up to them. If they don't come back, cool. You know, that's just a lead I can follow up with in the future, but I can't force them to join my shit. You know what I mean?
But you know what? Let's say fuck that person, all right? Let's say fuck that person. I'm talking about the person who wants to be successful, the person who wants to be a fucking entrepreneur. They stepped out and they invested in themselves, but now they're scared. They're feeling the types of emotions that a lot of people feel, but they don't talk about.
I mean,
what would you tell that person? Because you've been there. You had your back against the wall.
If I'm being honest, bro, if I'm being honest, like, I'm probably the most meanest one here. And I just be like, bro, you're not about it. Like, you're a bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
I'm not.
God.
I'm not trying to. I'm not a fucking therapist. I'm not gonna sit down with you with every fucking student and be like, all right, John, tell me what the fuck you got going on today. Like,
God,
how
bro.
can I help you be successful
That's
in REC?
facts,
Like, that's not me. So I'm not gonna do that shit.
Were y'all in the clubhouse with Elon Musk?
Nah.
Well, in the clubhouse that Elon Musk was on, someone asked, they were like, what advice would you give like someone that's trying to be an entrepreneur? Like, what words of encouragement would you give them? And Elon Musk was like, if you need words of encouragement, you shouldn't be an entrepreneur. And I stand by that. You feel me?
That's facts.
And like when you were saying like the situation of someone that, you know, they wanted to be an entrepreneur, they're trying something new, but they just got the opportunity to get their job back. Like, what should they do? Like, I can't even resonate with that type of person, bro. Cause like when I got into dropshipping, I had no plan B. It was like I was doing this shit and literally my mindset was, look, I'm gonna do this shit and I don't know if it's gonna take me 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5, 10, but I'm gonna figure this shit out. Like I had no plan B. And like slick, it sounds a little crazy, but like you still gotta be a little crazy to like do this shit long term, bro. Like no
Facts.
cap.
There's beauty in the madness, right?
And we've spoken about like our stories before, like getting kicked out. I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do, but I knew I had nowhere else to go. So it was like if I didn't make bread, I was gonna be on the street. You know what I mean? So there's no, like he said, there's no plan B. You just gotta. I didn't really have words of encouragement. I just had people around me making bread. To where if I wasn't making bread, I was really just the ass one. So I just had to be real with myself.
Yeah, encouragement doesn't do shit for you, bro. Like,
Facts.
it doesn't do nothing. Like, no one's saying, yeah, go DOOLEY. Okay, I need bread. I need a fucking invoice. You know what I'm saying? Bro, dead ass though. Listen, bro, this is the key conversation, bro. We're different, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say I haven't, like, when I'm down, bro, I literally just say, yo, I'm trying to be a multi-millionaire. Do you think I'm not gonna have times where I lose tens of thousands of dollars when I'm down, where I'm unhappy, where I'm going through stress? Dude, I'm a fucking mogul, bro. I'm supposed to have big problems. Like I posted on Twitter, bro. I was down, I think, on the market, like I'm down 2 bands. Like I'm down 2020. Like I'm down $2,020, bro. Literally. It is 2021. Holy fuck. Anyway, I'm down hella bread, bro. And again, you don't lose to you sell, whatever. But the thing is, though, why I'm excited about it is because I need my money to move up or down. Up. I don't want it to go sideways. I need to make 2 bands a day or lose it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared if I wake up and I got 7 bands, and I go to sleep, I got 7 bands. What the fuck did I do, bro? I need my money to move. I don't care if it's up or down. You know what I'm saying? If your money's stagnant, that's when you should get scared. But if my money's out there fighting, sometimes we lose. My niggas got jumped, you know what I'm saying? They lost, but tomorrow we coming back with squad, you know what I'm saying? And I'm making 2 bands. Facts. That's just life, bro. I'm different as fuck, bro. I don't need someone to say, hey, Jordan, dude, no, I need bread to secure my fucking family, bro. Tell me why I need someone to say, hey, congrats. To make me do that.
Congrats,
I don't.
It's not congrats. It's not words of encouragement. I'm just saying we're in a really weird spot. Like a lot of people, they want to be an entrepreneur because they don't got shit going on. But then when, the system starts opening back up, it becomes easy to want to fall into your old ways.
I mean, yeah, that's
do
dumb,
that
though.
shit, bro.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Just do
that's
it,
not
bro.
me.
Yeah,
That's
bro,
not
you're
any of us.
You're
here.
never finding the answer you want, bro.
Bro,
Like,
I'm saying you're talking to that person. That person's here.
Okay,
That
okay,
I'm not
look,
talking
this
to him.
person's
Go
here,
back
right?
to Wendy's,
no,
nigga, like-
look. This person's here. He's like, hey, bro, I want to become an entrepreneur, but my job's about to, hire me back. I'd be like, okay. I mean,
yeah,
bro,
like what do you want me to tell you?
Like, okay, I mean, like, here's my course. Like, if you want to be an entrepreneur, like, here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna fucking sit with him and be like, oh, let's break everything down. Like, no,
we're
bro.
not talking break everything down,
Nah.
bro. You guys are teachers,
Yeah, so
man.
what's-
Y'all
okay.
have students.
All right, bro. So
Okay.
just ask me the question directly. What do you want to know?
Right.
I'll tell you right
Bro, no encouragement, no
Yeah.
pat on the back. As a teacher of
Yeah.
1,500 people, bro, that's a
1,600.
that's a graduating senior class.
Yeah.
Think about that. Every
mommy.
motherfucker that threw their hat, they bought SMU.
now. Oh, mom and him.
That should be that's an ad right there.
There's no cap.
No, but really. So that person, they're investing in you.
Yeah.
You're my teacher, dude.
Yeah.
You're my
Yeah.
fucking teacher, right? I'm not saying you need to push me over the finish line.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that had their back against the wall. Their back's not against the wall anymore. So it's easy to want to go back into your old ways, but you obviously shouldn't. So from the perspective of a teacher, as a mentor to students, what would you tell that person? You see what I mean?
I'd ask them questions, bro. I'd be like, okay, do you want to be rich? Is that job gonna make you rich?
And some people will say, I don't want to be rich. I just want to make
If
70K a
someone
year.
says they don't want to be rich, they want to make 50K a year, 60K a year, whatever they're making, I'd be like, all right, cool, go get that shit. If you want to be rich, how long is it gonna take you to get rich working there? Too fucking long, bro. Like
That's
or
why
never.
I think. That's why I think. This
never.
Is that's why I think it's a fad, bro.
Or never.
That's why I think
No,
it's a hype. Same with the whole trading shit. Everyone's like, yo, buy GameStop, AMC, hold the wall, or whatever. Hold the line, or whatever the fuck, bro. The line is down, all right? They're restricting you. You lost. You're out.
The thing, I don't even know if it's just so much as it's a fad. It's just that we're built differently, bro. Not everyone.
I feel like we've said that so much.
Bro, like,
but you're
there's no other way.
bro.
But
But
this is
like-
it. People are literally, okay, this is how it is. All right. Let's say I bench, I don't even know let's say I bench 220 max,
You
right?
don't bench 220.
Flex.
right?
Let's say I bench, I don't even bench like that. So I don't even know what an accurate bench for
All right,
myself would be.
165.
Well, let's say,
right, go ahead,
let's
go
say I
ahead.
bench like 225. You know what I'm saying?
230,
And a half,
fuck it.
right? And let's say that's all my bones can literally withstand. Because think about it, you can be strong as fuck, but your bones can only withstand so much. So let's say I want to be different, and entrepreneurship is lifting 300 pounds. So I try to do that. I'm snapping my damn arm, bro, because I'm not built like that.
No, but bro.
No,
That's a good way to
this is
put
what I'm
it.
saying, bro. It doesn't matter how much I want to do e-commerce. If I'm not built like that, then I cannot do it. It doesn't matter how much. It doesn't matter if it's a fad. If I want to do it, I'm not built to the certifications that allows me to proceed to do this job accurately.
Bro, I'm not gonna drop
Facts.
this point. I'm not dropping this fucking point. All right, so you bench press 260, whatever the fuck, right? You sell a program on how to bench press.
Yeah.
I bench press 5 pounds, and I'm like, yo, Dooley, how can I get up to 220? You gonna tell me I'm built different? No, I'm built different. Fuck off. I'm built different. No, come on, bro.
Hey, no, see, okay, I kind of understand what you're saying, but that's not how you said it before. Before you talking about Johnny that works at Wendy's,
Yeah.
you're sitting here. What are you gonna tell Johnny
never
that
said
his job
Wendy's.
is about to come back?
Yo,
That's
I
not how
never
you
said
put it.
Wendy's, bro.
No, I'm just saying though.
Yeah.
That's not how you
That's
put
a
it
whole
though.
different
Yeah, that's
question.
a whole
Yeah,
different
that's what I'm saying.
question.
If
No,
that's
if you
my
would have said, hey, someone who's never resold anything before, he comes to you because you have a reselling program and he wants to resell, what would you tell him? You didn't say that.
No,
You said-
no. They started reselling. They're
And they wanna scale.
They're starting to encounter the struggle that every reseller is gonna have, every e-com person's gonna have, every real estate person's gonna have. They're encountering that struggle, and now it's easy because you're seeing that struggle to want to go back to your old ways.
Oh, and they're coming to
What
me
would
like,
you say
hey,
to them?
advice,
Yeah.
like, yo, it's either I've already resold and I'm trying to, right now I'm struggling reselling and I don't want to go back to my old job.
Yes,
That's the
you're
question.
gonna tell them, I'm different, bro. Go back to the job.
No.
It's
I
not built
would,
the same, buddy.
I would just basically no.
Like
for
if
real,
someone's
but
store
see,
is
you didn't
fucking up.
say that the first
Yeah, it
time.
was
That's
kinda
why.
confusing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
go
now
ahead.
that I understand the
I'm a
question,
fucking
let's
idiot.
just say that happens, right? Someone comes to me, they say, hey, I'm investing my money in reselling stocks, whatever, right? And I'm struggling. You know, I don't want to go back to my old job. What can you help me with? First of all, I'd ask like, how are you struggling? How? Because that's how I'm going to help them. You know what I mean? If my program covers that, then they can enroll to the program and then I'll help them out. But first, just ask them what's going on, figure out how I could help them for free. And then if that works, they're definitely going to want to come back and join the course because I've literally had that happen before. I've literally had people make a couple dollars. Geraldo's a great example. Geraldo was already reselling before he even joined REC. He was just like, bro, I want to take reselling to another extreme. Came in, boom, started going crazy, met people in the program, made even more bread. So that's just a perfect example. That's what I would tell them. I would basically answer any questions they have. They come back to me and they're like, hey, I'm ready to join. Boom. They're in and then they scale.
So for REC, right? Let's say I come in and I get involved in flipping shoes, right? But I buy at the wrong price. I buy high and now shit dips, right? And I come to you and I'm like, yo, Lex, I'm tripping, bro. I just spent all my money and I'm at a loss, right? Would you tell that person that, hey, like, not only do you got to start to fucking analyze and know what the market value is, but would you also tell that person that, like, look, what I'm trying to say is a lot of people are in a position where they can quit, but they shouldn't. Or I'm telling them they shouldn't. I don't know. If you want to tell them they should, then that's you. But I'm saying they shouldn't. I don't think anybody.
I don't believe in like failure. Like even in the stock market, if you only lose if you sell at a loss. You know what I mean?
Unless it's
so it's like. So when it comes to a skill that you're trying to become good at, the only way you're gonna fail is at not pursuing that skill. You know what I mean?
Like when you say
that's
quit,
the only.
bro, I didn't even know what that word meant till today.
Yeah,
Like to me, like when someone says I want to quit, when someone even says that, it's like I have to use the built different, bro. Because for me, bro, quitting is not an option. And by that, I don't mean like, oh yeah, it's not. No, it's not an option, bro. I don't even have a fucking degree. I dropped out at GGC. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else am I gonna do other than make bread? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And I was just talking about with my partner Patrick about this, and it was like, bro, everything that we've done, everything that we've said we can make money off of, we've done. Reselling, drop shipping, Amazon, stock market, you name it, bro. We've conquered it. We've learned it. We've learned that skill to where it's like we're going to make money doing this shit. We never quit. And it's even though I might have stopped drop shipping, I know for a fact I could always go back and drop ship and make bread. Even though I don't sell on Amazon right now, I could definitely go back on Amazon and make bread. Stock market, that's what I'm focused on right now. That's what's making. I'm just investing my money. Reselling, still here. Like. That shit, anything you put your mind to and you say, hey, I'm not going to fail doing this, you're not going to fail. Because the only way you fail is if you just stop doing it.
Yeah, there's no L's, there's just lessons. And literally that example that you just gave us of like if a student came to us asking us like if they're struggling, whatever, what we would tell them. I literally had a live call with a student today and Geraldo was there in the room with me. And he was literally, you know, a lot of people that get into e-commerce, they have like one or two issues. One, they can't find a winning product. Or two, they're struggling with like their advertising, whatever. That's usually the only two problems. But this student, he came to me, he was like, yo, like I've spent over $800 on this product. It's not profitable. And literally I was on a live call with him. I ran through some things. I was like, okay, let's see what product are you testing? All right, we're gonna go through these metrics right here and we're gonna see if what you're testing is actually a winning product. And we went through those things. You know, we looked up to see if there's actually other brands that are successful selling this product. And then, you know, we were searching on Google. We were doing all these methods, and we couldn't find another brand selling the product he was selling. And I was like, look, bro, you fucked up, bro. Like, you lost $800.
So that was the issue?
Yeah, and I was like, but guess what? I've been there before. You just gotta test something else. You gotta find something new. And that's it. Simple as that. Look, you fucked up. Now you know why you fucked up. I showed you how to not fuck up again. So move forward.
So for someone in e-commerce who's struggling, you think that it's all about product research?
99% of the business is product research. Like I was telling him, I was like, bro, when you have a winner, you're gonna know it's a winner off rip. Like the targeting on Facebook and all that doesn't even matter. Like that, he was overthinking it. Like when he showed me his Facebook ad campaign, he had like one testing conversions, he had one testing traffic, he had a CBO running. He was doing all this. He was like split testing ages on one campaign, doing this. And I literally told him, I was like, bro, when you have a winning product, one small tweak of the gender you're targeting or one small tweak of the ages you're targeting isn't gonna make a dead product to a winner. None of those tweaks are going to significantly boost your business or get you sales. When you have a winner, you could be selling, if you find a dog leash and it's a true winner, you could target sports fans and that shit is gonna fucking sell. Like just because it's a winner, it's a product that no matter who you're targeting, that shit is gonna sell. Targeting isn't that important. What's most important when you get into e-commerce is the product you're selling and then the ad creative, and that's it. And that's what I explained to him. And then I showed him a process to go through. When you find a product, go through this framework, and this framework will prove if that product is a true winner. And if it doesn't, if it doesn't line up with everything I just showed you, then don't test it. And I told him, I was like, 99% of the shit you put through this framework is not gonna pass. It's gonna be a no. But the shit that does pass, test it, and it's gonna blow. It's kind of like wholesaling. Like you're gonna get a whole bunch of no's. You're gonna run these products through this test, and it's gonna be every time, just no. But then when you get one product and everything lines up, you see other brands killing it. It runs through the framework. Everything's a yes. Then you're gonna be successful with that. And that one product could make you 6 figures. So, you know.
Yeah, I think that people just don't know how to define success. Like, entrepreneurship is different. Like in a 9-to-5 job, success is finishing the day and going home. You know what success is. Like, people think that you test one product. Like, think if you think that you can turn any product to a winner, you just need the right ad set. But you just don't know that it may take you 3, 4, 5 products to have that one that hits. You know what I'm saying? I know Will, he had multiple losers before he had that one, which was that bracelet. You know what I'm saying? So someone that would have tried 2 products and quit, lost $1,000, they lost. But let's say the same person lost twice, won once and made $100K, that's a W, but it's the same journey. You like Lex was saying, you only lose when you quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have so long to go. So how can you ever say you lost when you can literally wake up tomorrow and grind again?
Facts.
Literally. You know what I'm saying? I know some people that, and we've seen it, people that come up on one idea, one product, one crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, what I'm so motivated by is that you can literally come up on any given day. You can lose 99 times, you win the 100th time, and make back your losses times 50. So every day when I wake up, I'm like, damn, it's another day where I can just get lucky and come up. But luck favors the prepared, and every day I'm fucking prepared. You know what I'm saying? So I think just knowing how to define success and failure for you, being able to have those set out in stone is very important. Some people think what a loss is. They might think they get a house under contract and it doesn't sell, that's a loss. No, that's a part of the game. It's actually a prerequisite. It's not just maybe what happened. It's a prerequisite. If you have a house that doesn't sell, you didn't get enough houses. You know what I'm saying? So I think that people, they just don't have a real expectation of what success and failure is in entrepreneurship anyway. And so they're just misclassifying it. When at the end of the day, I've had more losses than I've had wins. My wins are just bigger and better. And that's how I live.
So as far as SMU goes, how have people had to adapt? What are some struggles people have had?
I mean,
how have you been helping people get over that?
SMU is like the easiest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? It's literally teaching people how to make money doing surveys. You know, I think the only thing that they may have had issues with is being able to find all the opportunities that are out there and being able to organize them and kind of do it lucratively and being able to duplicate that success. So for me, I think my biggest thing is not even really the course, it's the community. I think just having people in a community of people that are winning, that are happy, that are profitable, they're able to wake up and have a positive mindset that leads them to being successful for the day. So sometimes the community that feeds their mindset is almost more important than the information that you're giving them. But for SMU, I mean, it's just a fairly simple opportunity, which I think is why the success rate is so high, which is kind of, I guess, unique for my course or whatever. But again, it's low price, so that's kind of how it works,
Damn, I like what you said. That was nice. Sometimes it is all about community.
Yeah, like a lot of people, they say like, yo, like, I'm just happy to be in this community. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. If you're just around people from school or people that aren't doing shit, to just pay $100, $200, $300, $400 to be in a group chat of active people who are getting the bag every day, that can change your life. Our group chat that we have together changes my life every single day.
Facts.
I probably dumped $5,000 to $10,000 in the market just based off what Lex and Will and you said. And let's say I 10x, that's $100,000 just based off the opinions of people that I have in my circle. So being in good company is nothing to take for granted. It's very important.
And that's what I realized when I was at the mastermind. I was telling Geraldo too, I was like, bro, like, it wasn't even the content that I was getting or the value that I was getting, but literally, like, think of a mastermind. If you host a mastermind and you charge the high for it and you sell all the spots, you're around all those people that paid X. Yeah. And all those people are doing X because they're able to pay X. So like, just being in that room of those type of people that spent the same amount of money as me to be there, like, literally everyone I was next to was bare minimum 6-figure earner. Bare minimum. And and that was on the low end. There was mainly 7-figure earners or 8-figure earners, and it just put me in a whole new circle. So
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
That's the crazy thing about that. I was telling the same thing to Geraldo about like surroundings. Just surrounding yourself with the right people could change your life. People want to know, how can I make money? And it's not, you have to buy, or I don't want to say you have to buy a course, but like, you don't have to be hustling every single day just to make $1. The easiest way to make money nowadays is just to surround yourself with the right people. Once you do that, you're set. Like I posted that on Instagram via story, and people were swiping up. Yeah, bro, I literally just cut off all the people that just smoked weed. I was in a frat, blah, 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 blah. I'm interested in like being around the people that you're around. But because they don't have access to like an entrepreneur like yourself, it's kind of hard for them. So being in a group chat like any of ours, it pushes them to, you know, meet new people and make money and do everything they wanted to do.
Yeah, man, that's the beauty of this, man. We get to, we laugh, we have a great time, but it's also nice to share with someone else who's alone. Mm-hmm. They're alone, bro, and they might never have anybody there for them. You know, I was doing like a geographic thing. You know, like 30% of the people that listen to our episodes are in India.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, we lit in India.
We're lit, bro.
Hey, shout out India though.
Right, shout out India, bro.
No cap.
Oh yeah, and this is a good time to shout out. Me and Will are doing an event with our boy Jaquez, hosting an event. We're
Facts.
speaking there. Was it March 9th, I believe?
Yeah, March 9th or March 12th.
I think it's March 9th. Or either one. We'll
it
we'll
is
put
March
the flyer
9th.
link or something in the
With
description if
Jaquez?
we can. Yeah, Jaquez. I think it's Jaquez.
Jaquez?
But we're me and Will gonna be talking about branding and e-commerce and stuff like that. And so speaking of getting in the right community,
That's an easy way to do
you
it.
know, good looks to Jaquez for including us in something where we can get people together. You know, definitely in person as well. So if you're in Atlanta and you don't come, I don't want to hear shit about, well, I want a new circle. Because we literally have opportunities where people can come and meet us and we can just chop it up and you can change your life. I know people's lives have already changed from the event that Will did, like a month ago? So
Less than a month ago.
yeah, so people have hit me up saying they met me there from Will. Like, so it's just, you know, I don't know. It's kind of different because I guess we're the creators. We're usually the ones that host the events, or we're usually the ones that create the communities or sell something, or the teachers, you know. So that's why I respect Will for always not only being a teacher, but being a student, paying, $7 to go to an event. That just shows how, you know, how much he's willing to learn, how much he's investing in himself to be willing to learn. So sometimes we lose sight of, you know, being the student. Mm-hmm. But I just know that when I was hungry, I was not missing opportunities. I was going to every little Georgia-ria event with these 40-year-old people that didn't know who I was. I was going there offering value. I was paying for events. I was getting on webinars. I was getting on Zooms. Like that hunger. I'm not gonna say I don't have it anymore, but that hunger when I was back against the wall was just different.
Yep.
Like I was everywhere doing everything I could possibly do because I was broke. So I just don't think there's any excuse for people to not come to events, to not jump into a clubhouse, to not send a DM out. You know what I'm saying? It's easier than ever to mingle with 6 and 7 figure earners who will likely hit you back. Like, I'm not at the bougie stage yet. So if you hit my DM, I'm gonna probably hit you back. But in a year, you gotta go on my Instagram live and give me a badge or whatever that shit. You know what I'm saying? For me, the little badge where you pay like $1 for a question or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So
That's kind of fine.
you know, and it's just coming back to me because I have that hunger again now. Because 2020, I was cooling, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Got my new whip, got my new car, was traveling.
Yeah.
I was cooling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I didn't go as hard as I could in 2020, business wise. But I didn't want to, and I don't regret it, bro. I had fucking fun. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm kind of back in the hunger mindset, and even though I'm still up, I'm still like, I don't know.
You want to be more up.
Like, to me, it doesn't make sense.
It never ends.
It doesn't make sense to miss opportunities, bro. Like, you have to be lazy, or you just don't want it. Because if you want something, bro, your mind will subconsciously tell you. Like, if you're hungry, your body would tell you. If you're thirsty, your body would tell you. If you're broke and you want to get money, your body will tell you.
Yeah.
You know, it's all the same shit. Like when someone, you text someone and they don't reply to you, oh, maybe they're busy. I ain't never had a crush that I didn't respond to. If I want to talk to somebody and they hit me up, I'm not forgetting because I value and I prioritize talking to that person or I prioritize doing a certain thing. So never let someone bullshit you and say, oh, I was busy. Or don't get me wrong, people are busy. I'm not trying to say that. But what I'm saying is people prioritize what they want to prioritize. So if I send you an hour-long video and you don't watch that shit, I don't want to hear shit, bro. You had an hour in your day. You didn't prioritize learning what I sent to you, and that's it. And when you realize that's the bottom line, you start to realize, okay, what am I really telling myself is important in my life? You know?
Damn.
That's
That was
no kizzy.
deep.
That's
No,
true.
No cap.
No kizzy, bro.
That's the truth, though.
We just make excuses, bro. Oh, I didn't have time to watch this video. Like, you just didn't want it enough.
A lot of people, they just don't act because they're uncomfortable. You know, they don't pull up to an event because they're too shy, or they don't buy a course because they're not confident in themselves. But what I've learned is growth is always behind, or it's always in front of or right behind being uncomfortable. So like a lot of times whenever I'm uncomfortable about doing something, I'm actually more motivated to do it after I realize, wow, like my mind is actually reacting to like, I'm not comfortable doing it, so I should do it. So like when BT asked me to do the event, for a second I was like, dang, I've never done an event before, and I've never like spoke in front of like people like that. And so I'm gonna do it because I know. So I'm gonna do it, you know. And then when Neo hit me up for the event, and he was like, "Yeah, this mastermind, it's like 7 bands. It's in Miami," and I was like, "Damn, that shit's next week, and it's a lot of fucking money." Bet, let's run it. I've never spent that much on an event before, so I'm gonna do it. Because I'm always just trying to. Whenever I feel uncomfortable, I know there's growth right after that. Yeah. And you know that's how you grow. That's how you grow. Like if you're scared of public speaking, how do you get good at it? You public speak.
Go speak.
You know, even though you're embarrassed. If you're scared of meeting new people, how do you get past that? You got to go and meet new people, even though you're scared. So that's my tip for people that aren't taking action. You literally just got to do whatever makes you uncomfortable. That's how you grow.
I love it. Damn. Well, what can people expect to see going forward? At least until the next episode.
Going forward,
Hopefully
Just
the
gonna
market goes back up.
yeah,
Shit.
I was gonna say just make more bread. Take more. I want to be able to take more vacations this year because I feel like with vacations, I just come back and like I just make more bread, and then I don't know. I mean, that's really all I'm focused on is just myself. This past in January. If you go back to the last podcast, I looked super down. Like I had a fucking beanie on. I looked weird. And like I looked at that and I was like, bro, like that's not me. So in January, I was like, bro, this year I'm gonna really focus on myself. Like focus on being the best possible person I could possibly be. And just, create more people making money and just have more money and take more vacations. That's really it.
Hey, stay lit.
Yeah.
Well, what can we expect to see?
You can expect to see ED 2.0 progress. It's not going to officially be out because this man Geraldo almost had a heart attack. He's going to be working on that shit, so it's going to take him a minute. But you're going to see progress on that. You're going to see more 6-figure plaques, more students winning. You might see more traveling, might go to more masterminds. You're just going to see a lot of growth. We're chasing growth all 2021. So if you're trying to ride the wave, hop on the wave or you're going to get left.
I love it.
No cap.
I mean, for me, like I'm in a different spot where I'm just again kind of like I posted and a lot of people felt it. Like I'm just trying to be an investor now. I'm at a point where I feel like I have enough capital where I can just make enough money daily off investing into different things. So whenever I came back from Miami, like my mindset on money just changed. Like money is literally just a tool. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where can I put my money at to bring me enough money back to where I can live? You know what I'm saying? So I know the stock market's been doing good. Obviously, real estate flips. I'm thinking about doing Amazon FBA, pallet flipping. You know what I'm saying? And I just love the fact that not only do obviously I'm fortunate enough to have a little bit of capital to actually make some dents if I were to do something. Because if you go in the stock market with $1,000, realistically, you can't really do much. But just the open-mindedness and the being free to just kind of literally do whatever I want, So, when I was doing my wholesaling, I haven't even talked about the whole fiasco, but, we don't have the office anymore. I don't go there every day. So that wasn't really me. I don't want to be the dude in the suit that goes every morning and goes to the office and does X, Y, Z and leaves at 5. You know, that's not me. I like being the more online person. I've been more successful online. The profit margins are more attractive online. So for me, it's just focusing on mental health, physical health, online businesses, traveling more as it opens up, then going to Tulum, Mexico next month. So just really like enjoying life fully and trying to shift into the investor where my money is just providing my daily life. You know, like that's really like I feel like I'm 30 saying that shit, but that's really how I'm trying to move my thing. You know, like really I was just so focused on being the CEO, having these big flashy things, but really I just want the fucking money so I can live life. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And sometimes it feels better. Like, I don't care if it feels better to make 10K at a time, but if I can make 5K here, and it's easy and it's passive, I'll take that all day. I'll take, you know, a quick nickel over a slow dime sometimes, you know? So just figuring out, you know, how I want to take that in the future. So, you know, sometimes it's okay to be in limbo and figure it out. You know, and it's exciting. So, you know,
hell yeah.
a lot of stuff coming on, stuff like that.
Believe it or not, we crushed an hour and a half. You know, I enjoyed it. Everything's been great.
Yeah.
Obviously, I hope we're able to provide value, provide community. But just like every other time, my name is Charbel Milan. Today we got
Agent DOOLEY.
William Rivera.
Alexis Montoya.
And this has been a time shared Wi-Fi lit episode 7. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.